That was awesome, Brad.
Was that cool? That was a little something I came up with.
Dang,
I tried, people. I tried. I did my best.
You did a good job, brother. I like that.
Well, I talked to Jordan. He says he uses InShot, but Jordan goes in depth. I think he uses Adobe and other things. Me and Greg were just talking about how it'd probably be wise to take our laptops to Legion's Con and maybe pick some of these people's brains a little bit.
Absolutely.
But yeah, other than that, but yeah, folks, welcome
to the Legion's
Lair. I am Brad Jones, brother of Bjorngar.
And I am Mike Casper, the Emir Caspar.
That's right. Tonight is a special show, Mike. We got a good friend of ours that we met just recently. Well, we've known him, but we finally got to meet him. So we're excited to bring this gentleman on tonight. But before we do, there's a couple new things in the world of Mythos, Mike.
We got news then.
We got news. We got action, people. We got action. Bingo.
News. Good.
What should we talk about first?
Well, I suppose we can jump into the one that will take the least amount of time. We got the 2024 retailer wave is now on the water and heading to all the wonderful retailers. Oh, or we can go into the BBTS.
What about this guy, Mike?
And a 25th anniversary action figure.
I didn't mean to click on that, but hey, we're gonna go with it, man.
We're doing it, and this just dropped yesterday.
Yes.
So what this is a figure by Four Horsemen Studios. I don't know if it's not under the Mythic Legions banner, the Cosmic Legions banner, the Figure Obscura banner. It is an exclusive solely to Big Bad Toy Store for their 25th anniversary and the 25th anniversary of Four Horsemen Studios. Now, this is basically a black black-colored Dragoseer, similar to Scourge and Arakagor, and it has red soft goods on, of course, red armor parts. Now, the soft goods, if you look at the soft goods, I believe Jeremy Gerard came up with the logo on front of the soft goods, and if you look at it closely, it has a B on it, and a T on it for Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I'm digging this guy. Mike, do you see? Is there like some purple around his eyes?
That I don't know.
Or blue. There's something going on. There's something going on here.
I think that's kind of like a little bit of a lighter wash on there. Eyes are definitely red. But red and black are my jam. Sorry, purple gang. It's all about the red. It's all about the black. And what's his name now? Starvos. No, I'm sorry, I pronounced that wrong.
Yes, Stavros.
The Amazing. Stavros Wavering. Another epic name.
He's like is this Michael? Can we say this? Is this like an appetizer for is this like an appetizer for the real dragon? I mean, we just keep getting these little like they're like little teasers.
Well, I gotta tell you, they hinted at the fact that we were getting a dragon this year for the 25th anniversary year, and I see a dragon right in front of my eyes.
I do actually. I mean, that could be
your. Do I think this is the dragon they were referring to? No, not at all. I do believe we are going to get a full G-Con wave, a story wave based on, of course, the second battle of Mythos, the second war, the Great War. And I think at the end of G-Con, they're going to show our 3-foot dragon. I don't think it'll be up for pre-order though. I think it will go up for pre-order early next year after the G-Con wave comes down, because I don't see how they can put out a full G-Con wave and a dragon that's going to be about an all-in of a full wave at the same time. They would be shooting themselves in the foot, I think.
Now,
Mike, retailer.
Now, back to what you were originally saying 5 minutes ago. The retailers are on the water. Yes, here's a little example of the gold sage version of Sun Wukong on the Monkey King.
Yeah,
That's right.
This is a wonderful variation in color. I like the first one better, but this one is awesome too. And right there, the Red Death, you've got to love the black flowing soft goods on this one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was originally trying to click on, but we jumped the gun to to the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. But yes, so here is the Haunted Blue version
of Marley.
So those are on the water. We'll hopefully be getting those shortly.
Well, what else is in that wave? I believe we have the skeleton, the 2.0 skeleton. I'm forgetting what it was called. It has the runes on the skull. Yes. And we are also getting Fisher Rice, which is the tribute to Fisher Price. And it is a cosmic tusk build.
I was trying to find him on Big Bad, but
so usually on water it takes about 2 months.
Does it?
Probably, yeah, and it'll probably take I suppose once it gets to the retailer, it'll take, another month to ship to you. So if they're on the water now, and this is September, we will probably be getting these sometime in late November, I would think. Gotcha. If my calculations are correct. I could be wrong.
Gotcha.
And then there's a lot more news. What about this armory experience?
Yes, the armory experience.
At least,
yeah. It sounds like it'll be a fun time. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to get tickets, right, Mike? I mean, come on. Can we get tickets? Come on, Mike. Tell me
what's going on with the armory experience. And we need an armory experience solely of skeletons, not knights. No Joe Russo here. It's all about the skeletons.
Go back to
so what's going on is Saturday and Sunday at Legion's Con, they're putting on the armory experience in the Four Horsemen area, where you go in, you get tickets in the morning, and you're in a certain line. You can go do whatever you want to do, and you come back. You will come back and then get your stuff when your number's basically called. So cool. When you go in, you get to choose one part from each of these 6 sections. Not the 5th one. The weapons, you get all of them, but you're able to make a knight out of these. And so you pick a head, you pick a torso, you pick the leg and arms, you pick the armor, then you get a weapons pack, and then you get a gag part, which is one of the golden parts. Now, each ticket, each day, if you get a ticket, you're allowed to make 2 figures. So you can mix and match the parts any way you want to. This is really fun. It's probably the elephant in the room. It's probably a completionist nightmare, obviously, but it is a fun idea, and I look for it to be the talk of the town at Legion's Con. So what's your thoughts, Brad?
At first I was confused, so obviously I had to read up on it a couple times and look over it. But yeah, it sounds like a great new thing that they're doing. And I guess depending on how well this works out determines, I guess, if we're going to do it again or what other things they can add on to it to make it better, if it even needs to be better. But I get what you're saying, Mike, with the completionist nightmare, but is it really part of the lore that you would need it to be completionist category? Or is it something that you can say, hey, I'm okay getting 2 of these and
I think if you're a completionist, which you and I are, at least I was.
No.
I think this changes the game. I don't think I can be a completionist because there's no way I can get all these parts. I think if you're a completionist, you want all the parts out there. That's just evident. And I don't know if it's quite possible to get all these. Now, Four Horsemen Studios could surprise us, and the beginning of next year have a completionist pack for this, where you get every part available other than the Legion Con exclusive parts in one bundle for one price, which would not be cheap. But if you're a completionist, you could do that. But I don't know if they do that, because I think at the core of this is supposed to be just a fun pop and swap thing. And that's what it's supposed to be. So, yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be, I really like this red. I don't know what it is about this red that I'm liking, but
I got to tell you, I love all the colors.
Oh, I do too, but there's something about that red figure that they just mocked up that looked really sick. Of course, it wasn't that cool, people. Get the other colors so I can get the red. The red's not cool, so let's not get red, guys, okay? Let's save the red for Broder.
Well, and keep in mind, guys, if you're going to intern for a day, you get a shot at, I believe, 2 of these at intern for a day to build 2 of these. And if you're a vendor at Legion's Con, you also get another shot at another 2 of them Saturday evening after the con closes. So retail or vendors and interns, keep that in mind also. That will help you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, and these things are great, aren't they? These are going, yeah.
I like tickets.
Yeah, because if you get a ticket, you only can get 2 of those. Which do you get?
Let me go back. You only get 2 of these.
You only get 2, brother.
Hold on, let me click in the middle here.
I think I gotta go peach. The golden peach.
Oh, I know why you want that peach, you son of a gun, you.
I need the weapon, the switch.
The switch is cool. The little duck is cool, obviously, because I like the Gothotropolis.
Yeah, birds.
I would probably go duck. The top 3 would probably be duck, peach, and Krampus's little beating stick there, as I like to call it.
Oh yeah,
whipping stick. Whipping stick. But I don't know. This little, what is this? A little monkey? Is that what that is?
What? No, that's the dog. That's the dog.
Is that the dog? Oh, that's the wolf.
The dog. Yeah.
Wolf. Yes.
That comes with Father Christmas.
Obviously, if you had a husky or something, that would be the one to go with. But yeah, these three would probably be mine. Yeah, so I'm going with. I'm sticking with it, guys. Sorry. All right. Anything else?
We do have one more bit of news, my friend. This
Oh.
weekend, we had a figure obscura drop. And it was, Brad, you want to pull it up here?
I will. I had it pulled up and then I dropped it. So I'll go right back here because it should be right.
Well,
Yep,
we had Frankenstein's Creature drop this Saturday, and figure obscuras are amazing. The combination of the studio putting these figures together, which are packed full of accessories and details. Then you have Nate Barch, his mind-blowing art. You have Trevor Williams. Oh, you got it right there. You have Trevor Williams photographs. Right there's one. Unbelievable. And you have the Dork Layer doing the review. It's just a one hell of a Saturday. Figure obscura Saturday.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go through them here. Mike, what did you think? Obviously, there was a lot of talk in the Cabal. I think a lot of people knew it was going to be Frankenstein, but then, of course, what version of Frankenstein were we going to get? A lot of people were predicting this version, going old school with it, rather than the more commercialized green guy that we normally are used to seeing.
So when
monster and creature, but
yeah, when I first
saw what they did.
Yeah, when I first saw the clue, I thought it could be Zeus.
I thought it could be
Frankenstein. I had Frankenstein is cool. I didn't know. Knowing the Horsemen, I knew they weren't going to do one similar to the Frankenstein we all knew. No. And I wasn't familiar with the Frankenstein of Shelley's story. Mary Shelley's story. And it's amazing how figure obscura has opened my eyes to so many literary stories I've known nothing about.
Yeah.
And this is very accurate to that story, and I couldn't be any more pleased. This is literally my best figure obscura that they've made today.
Oh wow, that's damn. I think it is pretty dang on good. Obviously, figure obscura is getting well known for the accessories, and they totally went all out on these accessories. Mike, wouldn't you say? I mean, you're getting the doctor's table, a lab tray. There's glass vials, cases, a freaking fan. Just the multiple heads, not just two. There's four. The books, the wrap. Yeah, they definitely went all out.
I think when it's all said and done, and they have like 20, 25 figure obscura figures in the line, I think you're going to have enough parts to make any dio you've ever dreamed about.
Oh, no doubt.
Or photographs. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing the amount of stuff that they have coming with these figures for the price tag. This thing's $70, and look what you get. That's crazy. Uh-oh, what's back there? Oh my God. It's a skeleton.
Michael!
Am I there with you?
No.
Is this, hey, Lauren, is this a new Halloween prop?
Yeah, I got it at Joanne Fabrics for like $12.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's pretty
cool. My son always gets scared when I do that. He's like, quit it, Dad. Quit doing that.
Now, you guys love decorating for the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we did.
That's your guys.
I would have done Halloween August 1st again this year, but he said no. So I waited till September 1st.
We gotta wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. What's he barking at? It's because we got loud and he's like, no one's paying attention to me.
So and all the props are accurate, including the table and the bed, or the surgical table to the early 1800s. It almost looks like the table and the surgical table are not to the period, but Trevor Williams last night said yes, they indeed are, which is, this just shows you the attention to detail Treadaway has. Yeah, he is amazing. God, what amazing dude.
You know who
So,
else
yeah.
is amazing?
Who?
Our guest, Mike.
New to me. Well, should we go through the feed? See who's in
Yeah. I was sorry, guys. I was neglecting you. I was doing other stuff, so I feel bad. That's why I was kind of going through here, reading off some Van Johnson. Yo, go. I don't know. Or yo, hi-yo. Thanks for tuning in, friend.
We got JMax77. We got Brendan Higgins. We got, let's see here, Lauren Jones. We just saw Lauren. Let's see here. We got Eduardo De Jesus. We got Curb. We got let's see here. Wholesome Warlock. That's Jordan. Let's see here. We got Joe Gonzalez.
William, what's up?
Let's see.
Hey,
we got Jeff Evans. We got at Collectible Fun. We got Dub3. We got Jesse Arnold. Okay, do you want to say this one? Guisaque Echevarria.
Yeah.
Did I do
it?
We got new to Mythics. I'm not sure who that can be. Do you think maybe that's Greg? Van Johnson. Let's see here. And that William Golden, Dusty Staniford, Rob Zamora. And let's see here.
Kurt, that's right. It's hard to concentrate with evil lurking around the corner.
Stoatzilla, Jeremy Bollinger, Dave Arquette. Oh, hey, before we go on, we got one more bit of news. Okay.
More news.
Do you see what I'm wearing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Dave Orkin sent me this shirt, and this is Medieval Creations, his Medieval Creations shirt, and he sent me 2 of these stickers. Let's see here.
Dave, I hope one of those is mine.
Now, this is awesome, but guess what else he did? Guess what else he did? He didn't leave you out, Brad.
He knew I wanted one. Couldn't give you one without giving me one. Remember that, people. Yes.
So, guys, Dave, Faceless Screen Print. Dave is the master at shirt making in the community. Check him out. Check his shirts out because they are amazing. You also got 2 stickers, my friend.
Nice.
Dave is amazing.
You're the man. And I do believe Dave did these shirts as well, right? I think he did do the
We're gonna ask.
We'll ask him. I think he did. These are great.
I'm like I'm funny about, I hardly ever wear like t-shirts. I'd like wear my quick dry stuff. So I'm not a huge t-shirt guy.
He says yes.
Such a great job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So to a cooler. That boy good. That boy real good.
So tonight, you want to do the introductions, my friend?
All right, this guy here, he is an awesome individual, great person for this community. He could be, you could put this gentleman as a poster child for what this community should be. Him, and I've said this before, but he's one of them. I don't say this about everybody, but he's one of those. But let's bring this guy on. He is the one, the only, Greg Schmerber. Schmerber.
Thank you very much for that intro. I appreciate it. I'm truly honored to be here. And I got to say, before we start anything, two things. That intro is metal. I freaking love it. The intro.
Well, yes. So that's always that's been our song for the last
Yeah, I love it.
year or so. So I thought, can we take the song that we play in the beginning and maybe I'll put some, but hey, Jordan said he'll make an intro for us. So maybe
Absolutely. There you go. You need to have the two hands of like
The more
Dutch and
I'm
Carl
afraid
Weathers,
that-
you son of a bitch. You know,
I think for the lair, now not so much new to Mythics. We want for new to Mythics, we want a sober Jordan and Van making that one. But for the lair, we need a sauced up
oh yeah,
and Jordan making it.
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
think that song is like 46 seconds long. So
Perfect.
that's what I figured. I'm like, they can make 46 seconds of kick-assness for me. Or just take my video and make it bigger, I don't know, or tell me what to do.
But the second metal thing is that shirt by Dave Orkin. That shirt. No, not my shirt. Yeah. Mike's shirt.
One.
No, my shirt is awesome. Thanks to Mark Thomas who designed it. But Dave, yeah, that create Medieval Creations is metal.
Yeah,
I can't wait to pick mine up at Legion's Con. Very excited for that.
It's definitely metal. Now yours though, let's see here. You got looks like you have Gerard, and looks like you have is that Faustia?
That's Azza.
Okay, okay, Mike. Thank God, Mike was about to shit a brick if I said that was Faustia.
I'm warming up to Fosty a little bit, as long as she didn't become a all-star figure, and she didn't. Let's put it this way: she didn't make it. She didn't make it because all-stars are gone. It's version 2. So Fostia, there you go, baby. You didn't have. You didn't have that music. Like needed. Didn't have what it takes, like Malleus.
Wow.
Those are real figures. Those are figures that deserve all stars.
Malleus is. We'll go back to Malleus. Malleus is the answer to one of the questions that you're going to ask me. What's up, Joe?
Love me.
I love you too, Jordan. Love you guys.
So before we do anything, Greg, what'd you think about the figure Obscura that just happened this weekend?
Even if, hey Jesse, even if you're not a Frankenstein's creature fan, the figure just as a figure, like I was admiring the musculature and, without the clothes, like the arms, the hands. I mean, it's perfect for any kind of display with monsters or creatures. The bad guy is overtaking, it's like got a Hellboy thing kind of. So it can go into so many displays. So I think it's a beautiful figure. Once again, they just up themselves every time.
I like how Trevor just has got a skeleton Legion Builder 2 just dangling in the background there.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
you can do that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, his shot. I love the one where the creatures kind of looking through like, what are you guys having for dinner? Kind of. I love that.
Oh, here, let me
also, happy birthday to Stoke and Joe Martinez. Happy birthday yesterday.
Is that all the one they
both turned 24? Can you believe that?
24.
They've got that Zac Efron genes.
I like these. Yeah, it was a cool figure, definitely.
Yeah, there it is. That's the creeper.
Yeah, this
He's
one
peeking
here.
through the window. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "What you got in there? What you got in there? You guys got the Netflix? You got the
I know.
bucket of chicken? What do you got in there?"
Is that a 55-inch or a 70?
Yeah. I had a neighbor like that. It was a lady, but she would just come over. She would just, or she'd look through the window and we pretend we weren't there. We'd turn off the lights and she see us? No, okay.
You gonna eat that cornbread?
Yeah.
Hold on.
What you got there? What you got there?
What you got on your head? You're doing a skull cap.
Hold on.
Is that baseball cap? Oh, yeah. Major League Baseball.
From my boy Stokes.
The Sox,
damn, you a Sox fan.
Yeah.
I love Boston. I'm from California, so I love the Giants, but I just love baseball. But no, I love Boston. Boston Haba.
The Cleveland Indians might do it this year, buddy.
Can we still do that? Can we still do that or no?
No, that's Atlanta Braves.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that shows what I know. Sorry.
No.
Ask me Star Wars stuff and I'll answer, but sports, I'm like, but I love baseball. I like
father that just died.
Nice. Okay, so getting a little bit away from this, we now had something drop on Monday for Big Bad Toy Store. What do you think about Black Dragosaur?
That totally shocked me. I was not expecting that. I don't have Scourge, but Arachagor is like one of the best figures they've ever made, in my opinion. The paint and everything. But I think the soft goods are just incredible. I see you, G. I love you, man. I see you, Ed. It's just beautiful. I'm in love with it. I got so excited. I was at work and my buddy Mark sent me in a group chat that picture, and I was like, wait, and I pre-ordered 2. So I don't think I need to, but I got excited. So I doubled down.
As much as the soft goods are unbelievable, I might display mine without the soft goods because that Black Dragon looks badass.
It does. That buck is just a beautiful. That head, the all the scales, and we haven't seen this in hand, and so it's going to be better. The pictures of Arachagor were nice, but when you actually see it in the box or on the shelf or in your hands, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. This figure is
right there. Like it looks like he's got there's some purplish tints under his eye or blue or something. I don't know. There's something going on there. Yeah, there's something going on there.
It used to be if I could buy the world a Coke. Now it's if I could buy the world an Arachagor, it'd be a better place.
There we go. Sweet.
Beautiful.
Well, we're going to get into the main questions here, my friend. Number 1, what got you into action figure collecting? Notice I said action figure collecting, not adult toy collecting.
Right. That's right.
How long have you been collecting toys?
Of course, when I was young. I think the first actual toys I remember were the Fisher Price. It was the Action People. I had it was a red race car, I think, with a white white jumpsuit, and I think he had a red helmet. And I freaking loved that thing. This was probably like, I don't know, 77, 76. And my dad ran over it in the lawnmower. He did. If you had toys and you didn't pick them up, they're gone. He would throw them away. What's that rock roller? That's trash. Get it out of here. He would throw your stuff away it was a hard lesson. But so that was my first memory of a toy that I had. And then I saw Star Wars. My dad took me to see it in the theater. and my parents got me. I think it was Darth Vader and Pilot Luke. And I was just blown away. You know, the adventures outside that I could have with these figures. They got my sister Princess Leia because she's a girl, I guess. But my sister was like, "What is this crap?" She started like digging, like we were outside, and she was digging with the head a hole in the ground, like a gully for her whatever, you know, her horses, her toy horses. And Leia's head popped off. So I was like, okay, no action figures for her. She's done. Cut her off. Just give them to me. I'll take
these things where like you go to a con or you go to a convention and you see that toy and then immediately thinks of your sister. You're like, that was the digging tool that she.
Yeah, exactly. I was in horror because like I adored these figures. Like they were like cherished things, and then I look over to her and she's like digging a trench, you know, with the action figure, and I'm like, no, she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. So that was like my first memories, and I loved the imagination that the figures evoked. You know, like if you have this tiny little piece of plastic, you can have all kinds of adventures. You know, you take it with you to a doctor's office. Hey, Steph, you take it, you know, anywhere that's not fun. You pull out a favorite action figure and you're having a blast wherever you are. You know, your imagination kicks in and you can have a good time wherever you are. So that was it for me. I was in love. And like a lot of people say on my show, you know, once they got older, you know, once puberty hit and they realized girls or boys or whatever, then they stopped collecting. And that was kind of my situation for a while, that, you know, I started to listen to music and, you know, puberty hit and all that stuff. So I stopped for a while. And then
music takes up a lot of your time as well because you're into it, man. That was a good time. I remember those.
Yeah, you start working and making some money, and you know, then you got a car, and you know,
Girls.
kind of life progresses, girls. And so yeah, I got distracted, and I started dating a woman that had a baby, and we just stuck together. And before I knew it, he was, you know, 4 or 5, and I started buying him little Hot Wheels. And you know, once he got about 5 or 6, I started taking him to, like, you know, action movies, and I would buy him an action figure, you know, after the movie. You know, Spider-Man came out, and you know, and then X-Men, and I would buy him, you know, the Wolverine or, you know, Sabretooth or something like that, and he just went from there. Hey man, thank you. So it was kind of like I took a break, and then I came back, and we started to collect together. Like I was kind of amazed at the progress that action figures had made since like the you know, 5 points of articulation. Like there was these, you know, these Toy Biz action figures were and they moved the adult toys, exactly, expensive adult toys like cars, motorcycles, houses. But yeah, just the articulation of Toy Biz just blew me away. And I just, you know, I would get him one, and then I'd get me one, and it just kind of took off from there.
Nice. Well, how did you come to start collecting Four Horsemen studio product?
And that's where we go to the Malleus. So I had a friend, right? Yeah, he's everybody's friend. I had a friend that, and it always seems like this, and this leads to the New to Mythics, why the New to Mythics show. But I had a friend that wanted me to start collecting Jackie. I had a friend that wanted me to. She's the best. Her and Steph are amazing. Jackie, you got to be on my show. Anyways, sorry. ADHD. But what was the question?
Oh, Horseman
How
4.
did you
Oh,
get
sorry.
into-
So
That's all I had to
yeah,
say. Horseman 4. Boom.
yeah. So my friend wanted me to get into the line, and what everybody, I collect too many lines. I can't. And we did a trade. He lives in Tennessee, and we did a trade, and he just snuck in a Malleus. And no offense to anybody, especially my buddy Brett, I'm not a skeleton guy, but I was like, this is a damn cool figure. And it kind of piqued my interest. You know, the articulating jaw. I love green. It was just a cool figure. And yeah, that skeleton Legion builder is amazing also. And so it kind of like there was a seed, you know, there, and that's when the Headless Horseman, the first one, came out. So that was kind of the genesis. Like I started to notice, and I started to delve a little bit. And you know, I put Malleus on my shelf, and I was like, man, that figure sure looks good. And then I went to MuskyCon 2 years ago, and I didn't know anything about the line. I knew that the Horsemen were the people that, you know, made these figures. So I just went in blind. I walked in to MuskyCon, and right, Brett is the man. But I walked into MuskyCon, and the first person I met was Nate Strong, and so damn nice. So I mean, this guy is the nicest guy. I mean, he makes us look like terrible people. That's how nice this guy is. And I said, I don't know who the four horsemen are. I don't know who they look like, but if they're here, I would love to meet them and tell them, you know, that I think their figures are pretty damn cool. And he's like, well, they're at lunch right now, but you know, they'll be back in a little bit. So I just started to browse, and I met Eric Miller, I met Curtis Ackerman, Steve Busciotti, and my wife is gonna kill me, guys. I bought a Templar, and I think I bought a Dark Templar and the white regular Templar, and I bought my first Eric Miller head. I didn't know that Eric Miller was Eric Miller. So he had posted, I had joined the Cabal, and he had posted that he was going to bring some of his heads to MuskyCon. And he showed this beautiful, I don't have it here grabbable, but beautiful female head. And I was like, I wouldn't mind having that. And it was there. So I grabbed it, and I still have it. But damn it, I can't find a figure that's good enough to put on the body, or on the head on the body. So I'm still waiting for the perfect, maybe Gadriel, maybe. But so that was, and then I met Cornboy and I met Jim, and they were just so damn nice and welcoming. I have a picture of them. You know, I'm holding like the unknown one, and they autographed it. And from there, I was just huge fanboy. Loved it.
We all
So
are.
it's safe to say that your experience is like a lot of other people's. Once you're given a figure or you get a figure in hand, you're blown away.
Absolutely.
And buying more and more.
Yes. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, I'm not saying all their figures are perfect, but they're all a great representation of an amazing toy line, you know? So I usually will stock up. I'll get like extra Jabons, extra Avaronas, Artemis, Darina. What else do I have extras of? Dark Templars, and or like the Gladiator Legion Builder. They're just fun to like, hey, my friend, he just started collecting, and I'll ship him one, you know, just to help, you know, show them that these things are just incredible. You know, somebody did it for me, so I try to do it for others and pass on that, you know, good figure karma, you know, try to be good and do good. So yeah.
Nice. You came out to StatueCon with us.
Yes.
To visit us and buy figures.
Absolutely.
Which was an amazing time. Now, what cons do you get to during the year? Is it just Legion's Con or is it Mesquite Con? Are there any others?
Say that again. It stopped for a second. I
Oh.
couldn't. I didn't hear what you said. The first
What
part.
cons do you frequent during the year?
Oh.
Legion's Con.
Next year it'll be just probably MuskyCon and hopefully PowerCon if it comes back.
It will. Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping so.
No, it will. He'll be there. Yep.
I like that. Good.
You give them the possibility.
No, they won't. I mean, they took a year off. That's it.
Yeah.
They've taken a year.
Confirmed, guys. I used to travel for work. I just took a permanent job. Today was my first day. So I last year and part of this year I was on the East Coast and I loved it because SoloCon, ToyCon New Jersey, you know, what was it, Cabinet of Curiosities or something, like all these great, you know, East Coast cons, so close to the studio. You know, I got spoiled. So now I'm back in Michigan where I live. You know, the closest ones are MuskyCon and PowerCon.
Wow.
So next year probably just those.
Gotcha. So you're basically the cons Brad and I go to. Because we're PowerCon, MuskyCon, and Legion's Con.
Yeah. But we had a great time in IshCon, so we might make that drive again. We had a good time just going through, you know, West Virginia, North Carolina. There's some cool places to check out there and some good food. Bojangles, good stuff.
Bojangles.
So Con 2023.
Yes.
What was that experience like? And because of that, how excited are you for Legion's Con 2024?
I'm as excited as that dog. I'm as excited.
He's rooting me on, man. He's rooting. Yeah, do it, man. Go.
I'm that excited. I was still kind of not really new, but I was still like, I didn't know a lot of people. I knew who everybody was. Like I recognized you guys from your show. You know, I recognized Steph. I recognized the Purple Gang guys. You know, I recognized, you know, Emil, but I didn't know anybody. So it was kind of like an awkward, you know, what, I don't know how to break the ice and come and say, hey, I'm Greg, you know, nice to meet you. So I kind of was just fanboying everywhere.
You should have.
I should have. Well, this year it's a little bit different because I know so many people. Yeah, I know my bros here.
Was it you that posted a picture today of you in the lobby with Stoke and some other people for his birthday? Yeah. And I'm
Patrick
looking at
Patterson, Malcolm.
As soon as I seen that picture today, I go, Greg was at Legion's Con?
Hell yeah. But see, like I said, nobody knew me.
And I'm thinking, I almost remember seeing you, but I'm thinking I didn't know you at that time. So like I couldn't put a name to you.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But I always recognize a face, so I recognize you there. But like I was thinking he was there. And I'm like, that's crazy that he was there. And I didn't talk to him and we didn't interact.
Yeah. I had a friend had given me a Guatemalan poncho. And it was like multicolored, beautiful poncho. So I wore that in the evening.
Yeah.
Because it was chilly. I was kind of surprised how cold it was. But that was
a little warmer. I remember you can almost wear shorts the year before. There was like one day where it was like hot.
Yeah. I'm a California guy like Walter, so I wear shorts all the time.
Yeah, it was not short weather
not short weather. No, not at all. But yeah, I had
cool, but
yes, I had the best time. I had met some new friends like Mark Thomas, who's like one of my best buddies. We've got a show called Double Jointed that's on his channel every Saturday at 10 a.m. He does a YouTube review show called Saturday Morning Toy Collector, and so we got together and do just a toy talk kind of show on Saturdays, and we have a good time. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to this year just because I know. Yeah, I remember Jackie, like, you know, running around, just so much energy and so much charisma. I was just like, these people are amazing. Emil was wearing a wig and like singing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But I love this insanity. The ice chests. There was chests full of beer everywhere. I was like, oh my gosh, Jackie's like, here, take these with you. And I'm like, okay. So I think it's gonna ramp up. Like last year for me was a 10, just because it was so new and amazing. This year is gonna be like 140 for me.
Well, I keep saying this. It's always comfortable or makes you feel comfortable when you go back to somewhere that you've been before.
Yes.
Because it seems like every year it's been different, except for this year is actually going to be the first time that it's the same place that we're kind of going back to, that we're comfortable with. We know the lobby, we know the bar, we know the area, we kind of know across the street, we know some things we're familiar with. And that's always nice when you have that comfortable, because sometimes there's some anxiety going on where you're not comfortable with.
That was me the first year. I was kind of like awkward. I'm not really shy, but you know, I'm not going to go up to people I don't know and try to, you know, I mean, I'm not that bold, but you know,
this is the one con where you can do that. I don't, maybe other cons you can, but this is the one where I tell people, I encourage people. I'm nobody. Me and Mike are nobody, but come up to these people.
You guys are definitely not nobody. You guys are somebody.
You recognize somebody, you come up and you say something to them and just you acknowledge them. That's all it takes.
And that's how friendships are made.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it takes is one another. That's how I met Ed's Nice. You know, I go, he came up and Eddie, you know, he said, "Oh man, I love watching the show. I love this and that." And it was like, dude, and we put a face to the, you know, a fan who was watching the show, and next thing you know, he's on the show.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what last year. Now you got your own show. You got your own.
Right.
You're on the, doing
that's
stuff,
what's so magic about this toy line, and that's what just baffles me is, you know, the figures are amazing, but like the whole community and everything that surrounds it and is fueled by it is just, it's just so much more, you know. That's what's incredible is I have amazing friends because of these figures, you know, and that's magic to me. Like I am excited for the toys at Legion's Con, but I'm way more excited to see all my bros again.
Mike, what do you always say? The toys bring you in, but the community makes you stay. Is that what
it's 100%? It's 100%.
Bring you in, the community makes you stay. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's why I try to tell people that are new, like new to Mythics. I try to tell them, like, get involved. Like Curtis always says, you know, it's the community is what you put into it. And I totally buy into that. Like, if you're just an interloper, it's fine. You know, you're going to see stuff that, you know, people are posting this or that, but like really digging in and delving in and being part of, Mike, go ahead, Mike.
Titties.
I mean, that's
titties and more titties.
Might be my favorite word. That might be my favorite word. Might be.
Okay. Well, I think Purple Gang has me doing it, 5 times or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You need a video to Jordan. He will make you an amazing video for sure. Yeah. It's just an incredible experience. And I think that's what kind of got me to work on a show. Like I'm not a customizer. I don't really paint. I don't really even pop and swap very much. You know, I love the figures how they are. I think they're beautiful. I love people's creativity, but I'm like, what can I do to kind of like spread the love and kind of highlight some amazing people that I know. And I think I was at SoloCon, and I had met a guy that was, him and his son just started collecting, and I'm like, this is awesome. And so I just started talking to him, and I'm like, this would be fun to kind of have a show where we talk about what got you started into this line, because almost everyone there's similar threads, but every story is kind of unique, and it's fun to hear their journey of not just collecting the figures, but also as they become part of the community. And I think that is an interesting story also. So I was like, you know what? I'll try. I'll try to make a YouTube show. And, you kind of like, why am I doing it for? It's not for the attention. It's just because at ZoloCon, we were meeting at 4:30 in the morning to see our bros at the studio, but also to be together and talk toys and speculate of big old bitties, to speculate of, what's coming out and what's on the table. And just that talk of toys, it just lights a fire in me internally. And especially if I'm making friends and we're not even looking at the clock anymore. It's 5 in the morning and we're talking, the new Poxus line coming out or whatever. So I'm like, I want to do that. I just want to talk about toys with my friends. So that's kind of how the genesis of New to Mythics started. But I always like to help. If I can help anyone, I will help them. And I like to shoot videos. Some of the videos or some of the shows I've done are instructional. So we did a show with my buddies Matt and Eric. We did a show on scale, because I think a lot of times when you're new, you don't understand what scale is to this line. The 1.0, 2.0 ogre, half giant, or whatever, the brute, all these different scales. Even this weekend, there was an issue about scale. People were talking about Frankenstein's creature. Like, what is this? Is it brute? Is it something else? It's like people needed to label it or something. So we did a show about like the scale of figures. We did a deep dive on goblins. We did a show recently, our top 10, just fun and informative things that help, things that are, I like to do shows on all the different factions. I like to do instructional ones, like what are the little pieces for in the back that that plug into your figures. A lot of times the new people are like, what are those? What are they for? So,
Yeah.
It's fun to have it would be fun to have little instructional videos. But sorry, I'm over answering all your questions. I apologize.
No, perfect, because that was my next question.
I was about to say, I'm sure Mike's next question was going to be, let's talk about your YouTube channel.
Exactly. So where can people find, obviously on YouTube, but it's under New to Mythics?
Yes. Yeah. It's www.youtube.com/new-to-mythics. And there's new episodes every Tuesday. This Tuesday I'm behind. I started a new job, so I haven't had a chance to upload the video, but it's Heinrich Hoffman, my new friend, this week. And then next weekend, I believe, is Stacy Lynn. So I got some good episodes coming up.
Nice.
And I'm looking forward for you guys to be on my show. You guys got to come on.
Baby. Yeah, we'll have to, the green room today when we get out.
Yes. And I'll have to hear some Schwarzenegger on the show. I'll have to hear some get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Need some get down. It's not a tumor. I need to hear all those. Yeah.
I got to kind of gush over the show because I catch it every Tuesday. If not, I catch it shortly thereafter. I love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely love the show. You have such a calming voice at the beginning. It just relaxes me. Okay?
Thank you.
I'm ready to just
relax you to sleep.
State, talk about Mythics.
Thank you.
Legions. So yes, thank you. I immensely enjoy it. Keep on cranking out the fire, my friend.
Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. I do doubt myself, and I'm like, should I keep doing this show? Do people think it's entertaining? I like doing it, but I don't know, but I have a good time. It's fun. Yeah. I love talking toys. So, I want to keep doing shows or keep, I've been teased a few times, like, oh, he's got a new show, but I just love to talk with friends about toys. I'm like Joe Gonsalves. We like to ham it up and chop it up with friends and talk toys and, just fun.
Well,
good times.
That's the thing. Me and Mike always say that we don't get paid to do this. This is our hobby. This is what we like to do. We like to talk to people in the community. We want to know who they are. Like I said, we went to intern and learned that stuff, and wanted everyone else to experience that as well. So it's, and that's why we wanted to do our show, because we're like, we need people in the community to like know one another and like
bridge that gap. Got to bridge the gap.
Yeah, where it's like, hey, let's get everyone to like on board, and so that's where our kind of minds were when we came back from 21. But your show is awesome. I agree with Mike. Your intro is quick, but it's so catchy and soothing that it's perfect. Like what words are said at the beginning are exactly what words need to be said for that intro. Like it's perfect, and I do. I enjoy watching it as well.
That means a lot. I appreciate it.
It always gets me at the beginning.
Mike.
When I hit play or it comes on, it's a blank screen, and you start talking, and I'm like, "Is my video working? Is my video?
What's going on here? What's happening here?"
By now, I get you.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do an all-black show, and it'll be like the black episode, just all dark.
A podcast.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Just close your eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
see, I think you could say, close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
On a mythic journey.
Wow,
Absolutely.
It's almost like what was the guy's name from Reading Rainbow?
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton. He had certain people have distinct voices.
Yes.
Distinct things that are catchy. You definitely have one of those voices that that's a good. You would have had a great radio voice.
Can I tell you a story about Lamar? What is it, Burton?
Let's hear it, Mike. Let's hear it. I'm ready for it.
What's his name? Lamar Burton.
LeVar.
In like some Star Trek stuff or something.
Yeah, he was
whatever. Anyways, so
yeah,
I'm a little kid, and little kids love Reading Rainbow. So I was at the Hall of Fame parade, the Pro Football Hall of Fame parade, downtown Canton with my family. I'm sitting there. He's coming down the street in a Corvette. I might be 7, maybe 7. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just waving my ass off at him, just because, oh my God, this is the Reading Rainbow guy. I cannot believe he's here. And he turns and he looks at me, and he makes fun of me.
No.
Yes, he turned, looked at me, and said, or something like that, and I couldn't believe.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm calling somebody.
I was in total shock. I was like,
LeVar Burton's agent now.
I had something similar. I had wow. I was at San Diego Comic-Con, and what's the guy's name from Shaun of the Dead? I can't think of his name. Mission Impossible.
Yes,
British guy.
I was gonna say the British guy. Yeah.
Simon Pegg.
Yes.
And
yes.
I loved Shaun of the Dead. Him and Nick Frost, his buddy, the other guy, the huskier guy. I thought they were like the greatest, most awesome. And I was at Legion's Con. I was at San Diego Comic-Con, and they had just done a movie, and I don't remember what it was, but they had just walked by. They walked from their hotel to get in their limo. And Simon Pegg, I'm like, Simon, like from like 4 feet away. Simon, how are you? Simon didn't even look at me, and just got in the car. Nick Frost, his buddy, felt bad. He gave me a soft handshake, but like that sticks in my mind. You know what I mean? It's like I'll always think of that. And he maybe had a bad day, maybe he's tired of people yelling, yada yada yada. I get it. But same thing with Mike. It's like the guy could have been nice. He could have given you that's a handsome kid right there. But instead, he made a face, or Simon Pegg just walked by, and especially when you're younger, it's like that affects you.
Yeah. No,
it was
I
an impact.
Reading Rainbow, and I've never watched anything he's been in
Well,
Since
I don't like him now either because you don't like him, Mike.
well, you can like him because I'm
Well,
sure
here's the thing. The
he's a
Reading
nice guy.
Rainbow theme song has nothing to do with LeVar Burton, and I will still continue to love the Reading Rainbow theme song.
It is a catchy
So,
song. It is a catchy song.
I'm sure he's a nice
Period.
guy. It's
Give me
just
LeVar Burton's agent.
But I think if you're any kind of celebrity, you know, you're a representation, you know, people look up to you. There's something about being a celebrity where people think that you're, and everyone's human, you know, but that being said, you know, your fame is connected to your popularity, I think. You know, if not, then you're going to be infamous. So, you know, if you're famous, then you're going to be popular and people are going to seek you out, you know, and so, you know, you have to be good to your people. If not, you're going to, you know, you're going to be like, F that guy. I don't want to see him, you know, you're going to take them off the pedestal and not care about them. So, you know,
I used to be a big NASCAR. Oh, I'm still a NASCAR fan, but I was a really big NASCAR fan where I actually went to NASCAR races and whatnot, you know, and my aunt worked for Goodyear and got us these garage passes where you're actually back in the garage with the drivers. I mean, not everybody can get this, like a privilege where like you're like, oh wow, like this is great. And there were drivers that I knew or didn't like, but they're there, you know, and they were real friendly and nice. And then I was like, wow, it changed my mind where I'm like watching TV where like I may be a Chevy guy, but I don't like the Ford drivers just because they're Ford. But next thing you know, I'm down and it's like, oh wow, these guys are all nice. I'm like, I like those guys. The Ford drivers are great.
Yeah, you change your mind.
There's a guy standing all by himself. His name is Jimmy Johnson. You may have heard of him. He's a NASCAR champion. Lowe's sponsor, whatever. He was all by himself, literally standing there. And I go, oh my God, it's Jimmy Johnson. This is before he had won a championship. So he was still a nobody. But I knew who he was. And I walked up, same thing. I like, hey, Jimmy, what's going on, buddy? I was like, you think I get an autograph? And he looked at me like I was the biggest piece of shit and like gave me the up and down look, turned around and walked away. And I was just like,
wow.
No way.
Like, whoa. I mean, it wasn't even, I mean, like, he wasn't even doing anything. I mean, he could have literally just grabbed the paper and said, shaka shaka, hey, I would have been like, hey, cool, Jimmy Johnson's a cool guy. But I walked
that would have
away
made your year. Yeah. That would have cemented how much you liked the guy. But instead, he did something completely
I must have got like 40 NASCAR. I must have got every NASCAR driver's freaking autograph that day, except for two. And the only two people that refused to sign my thing was Jimmy and Tony Stewart. Tony got lippy with me. Tony was like, not at this time. And I walked away going,
wow.
Will I ever be in the pits at Michigan International Speedway? Probably never.
Good luck at your race, asshole.
And what was funny, we're in the stands and it's like, when Jimmy John, when they, you know, before the race, they're like, Jimmy Johnson, and he's waving, you know, dude, everybody booed. And I'm like going, they obviously weren't back in the pits with me where they got denied an autograph, but they know he's a douche.
Yeah. But that kind of goes back to the Horsemen. Like the Horsemen were so cool and approachable, you know, and Jeremy and, you know, Eric, they were all like super nice guys. So that I've told Cornboy this a couple times, like if you were a jerk, I may not have collected, you know, I might have bought a figure and been like, all right, thanks, and not been, you know, but they were so welcoming. Like, you guys are these huge, you know, superstars of action figures and making this incredible toy line, but you stop and pose a picture with me like you've known me forever and I'm brand new. I just started collecting, but like that welcoming, you know, it just like endeared me to the line and the community because like Cornboy had said, that goodness that they kind of permeate, you know, it seeps into, you know, the community and everybody else. So like, you know, the people that they hire, you know, like Diego and Chris and George and Big G, like Vern, are just the nicest damn people. Yeah, Vern is like the sweetest guy. And, you know, and it just permeates throughout everyone, you know, all the people in the community. There's just so much goodness. So I'm just a fan of of all of it, top to bottom. I love it all.
Let me just tell you real quick. We'll get back on topic. Nothing made me fit. You think the Horsemen probably wouldn't be watching any of our shows, but you'll be surprised. They watch. Because when we went to PowerCon that first year, Mike, remember, we're in line. Me and Mike are in line. We're fans. We've only had our show, maybe not even a year. And we're walking in, and Corn Boy's doing a live, and he's going down the line of people with his live, going woo, and when he gets to me, he goes, and what would Arnold say? And I'm like,
wow.
What did he say?
You're pulling that Arnold up real quick.
I was so shocked. And
Yeah.
Even Mike turned around. He goes, dude, Corn Boy just asked
Yes.
you, what would Arnold say, man? And
Yes.
I'm like, wow, like, it's almost like he was watching the show and knew I do these Arnold.
Yes. Yeah. He sent me a message like, I think it's been a month, 2 months now. He just sent me a message out of the blue. Never messaged him before. And I mean, I've met him probably 2 or 3 times, but sent me a message like, hey, how do I get your t-shirt? And I was just like,
yeah.
I'm telling my fiance, I'm like, oh my God, Corn Boy messaged me. He wants a shirt. I'm like, it just like blew my mind, and every time I meet Jeremy, I'm like, hi, Jeremy, my name is Greg. He's like, I know who you are, but it's like, I don't expect these guys to. Yeah, even Jim knew. Yeah. Even Jim's like, you're Schmerber. I'm like, yeah, but like that these guys even know who we are. You know what I mean? As an honor. Like they're in another, for me, they're in another stratosphere.
Yeah, if you're talking about their line, they're probably going to want to know if you're talking good or not. And that's why I didn't think the Horsemen liked us, because I go, we always ask, the question, your 3 least favorite. I go, if anything, the Horsemen probably hate us because we asked that question.
No,
what's your
not
3
at all.
least favorite? And if anything, they're like, oh, man, this was great. We love that. It's like, this is awesome.
So that's what separates them, because their company is based on community, where these other companies, you take Mattel,
Yes,
you take Hasbro, it's
Mezco even
not just selling toys.
Yeah,
Where their company is based on selling the toys, but to a community that they
Right.
care about.
Absolutely.
Big
Yeah,
difference.
and I even asked Jim. I got him in a corner. He was eating a bagel or something at IshCon, and I'm like, "Hey, Jim, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry you're eating, but I asked him a few questions, almost like he was on the show. And I said, if you had the chance to be at Target or Walmart with your toys, would you?" And he was basically like, "No, like we're happy being the size that we are." He goes, "Yes, I do stress about." I have all these employees underneath me now, and they're buying new cars or they're buying houses, and that puts pressure on me. But I want to be able to come to the shows. I want to be able to meet you guys and know who you are. And I'm like, damn, that means so much. So he's not caring about, getting a new Range Rover or getting, the house in the Caribbean or whatever. He's worried about his people, but also still wants to see mugs like us, like that.
Jim's very personable. They all are. I mean, who
They
hangs out
all
in
are.
Bobby with
Yeah.
the fans? Who
Yeah.
has a con for their fans, and then
Yeah.
to hang out with them? I go, I don't think
Yeah.
any company does that.
So I'm a fanboy. Like I look up to celebrities, but man, these guys are worthy of us looking up to, in my opinion. So I noticed that Mike, he's got some sweat beating on his. Yeah,
Oh
Mike's
my
got some sweat there.
Is it hot?
It's getting hot in here.
We're getting
It's
close to the
getting hot in here.
sweating my dick off here.
Oh
Man,
my
that is hot. That is
it almost hot seat
It's
time?
that time of the show again, baby.
Oh
You need your flame retarded undies.
I gotta log off, guys. See ya. Have a good night.
It's time, baby.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. What
Son
is
of a bitch.
faction
Yeah.
or affiliation? And can you explain why?
Say that again. I missed it. I was me and Brad were having a moment.
What is your favorite faction or affiliation?
I had to think.
Tell us why.
I had to think about that. Like ever since I was a kid, I loved nights. My dad would take me to any movie. He didn't care, like R-rated movies, Alien, whatever. He would take me to see. So I saw Excalibur probably way too young, and I loved the shit out of that movie.
Yeah.
That movie, and then also Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian, to
Might have
me,
been the
is
worst movie I've ever seen.
it's
I
a masterpiece.
I mean,
Oh,
Arnold
man.
did get a lot of ass in that movie, but
He whipped so much ass, but he had a tender side. You know, he stole this giant gem from a snake and gives it to a lady he barely knows. That's gangster, you know? You know, he was in love. In the soup, he's like, you know. So anyways, sorry, I got distracted, but I've always loved knights. So I would say first thought would be Order of Ethereon, just because I love the Templars, I love armor, I love knights. I'm obsessed with that stuff. But I also love the Convocation of Basilia. Like I love, you know, the wizards and all that stuff, magic and all that. I really enjoy that line too. But I love probably figures from every faction. But if I just had to throw out an answer, I would say Order of Ethereon.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my
Nice.
final answer. Final answer.
Nice. Now
It's all about the knights, baby.
For a second, Brad kept on, you know, he loves Arnold, loves Conan and all this, and I'm like, I've never seen Conan. He's like, dude,
Oh no!
you got to see it. So I watched it like 2 years ago, and it is the worst movie I have ever seen. Now,
Okay.
It was a 1980 movie, and
You saw the second one. That was the second one. You didn't see the first one. You saw the second.
The first one.
You saw Destroyer.
Half the movie was him going around pushing something, you know, pushing something. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, he's pushed.
Michael, you will now crumble. I'll destroy you, Michael.
So Brad's like, how'd you like it? And I'm like, dude, it was terrible. But it's probably because it's like a 79, 80
You missed
movie.
it. Yeah, you missed the time.
In 2023. So that's,
yeah,
you know, it doesn't translate well with the technology today.
I'll give you a pass. I'll give you a pass, Mike. Just because I like you, I give you a pass. I understand. It's like a lot of young people, they don't see like some of these cool movies that we grew up, like Tremors or Heavy Metal or stuff like that. Like they miss those, or they live The Thing.
I will tell you, Arnold Schwarzenegger got it right. When he hit Terminator and Predator, holy shit, are those good movies.
Predator is like a perfect movie, I think.
Oh, yeah. Predator's perfect.
It is so damn good.
Yeah, it was. Now, see, most of the time people watch Conan on TV and they edited the shit out of it. So you can see these parts. But now if you watched it, you know, on DVD, you know, there's a lot of tits and ass, and he's doing a lot of things, and there's a lot of gore too. He's slicing people open, and
it was metal. I mean, he was like running from the wolves, and then he goes down and finds this you know, Aquilonian like king that was a skeleton, and he steals the guy's sword, and then he freaking hits that chain, and next thing you know, he's got these wolf, he's got the wolf pelts. And he's just like rolling hard. Like, all I need is this steel, the riddle of steel. And he made his own destiny. And I don't know. It was for me as a kid, it blew me away. Like, it was the most masculine, amazing fantasy.
Dude, when he's in that room with that white and black war paint.
Oh, yeah. And he's just like with that war. Oh, yeah. Forget it. You know, like, dude, it's all right, Mike. It's all right. Me and Brad will talk about it later. Well, you know, I get it. But Schwarzenegger, he
became a star after that.
I get what
Terminator, Predator, Terminator 2.
Yeah, if you watched it as a kid and then you watched it later, like I did with my son, I get what Mike's saying. It is a little cheesy. You see the cheesiness in it, but as a
Right.
kid, as watching it as a kid, that was epic. It was like,
Oh
there
yeah,
was
I was
nothing.
spellbound.
Oh,
Spellbound.
I was slinging as soon as the movie was over. I was slinging sword sticks outside.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
Any
man.
stick was a sword for me. I was swinging them.
I was looking
Oh, yeah.
around. I'm taking the
What
women I
just-
can find down here.
Yeah, you start saying winches, and your mom's like, "What'd you just say?" Nothing.
Mom, the
Wrenches.
lamentation
I
of
lost my
what?
wrenches. My wrenches are missing. Where's my wrenches? I'm just wondering why Mike missed. Like, I'm wondering what other movies he missed from the '80s. Like, what? I know you're a young guy, but I mean, what happened there? Back to the Future?
But he goes, Mike thought LeVar Burton was in Conan.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That makes
So
sense.
what was the question? I'm sorry. What was the question, Greg?
I'm just wondering. I'm gonna put you on the hot seat. So, what was it that you like? Did you miss all the '80s movies, like Back to the Future,
no,
The Thing?
love those.
Ooh, the thing
I
was
never
very-
saw Conan, and it's probably because my parents wouldn't let me see
Oh,
something
man.
like that because it did have the nudity.
I know, Mom.
It was a hard R. Yeah, definitely a hard
movie
R.
was rated R.
Yeah, it was a hard R for sure.
Yeah.
I will keep
Hard
saying
R.
lamentation
So
of
that's
women
why I
on the
never
TV.
saw it. Now, I was a
Yeah.
big Arnold fan who, I mean, look at his movies. Oh my God,
Right.
Total Recall. You just keep on going. I mean, wonderful action movies. I never
Absolutely.
saw Conan, and when I did see it, it was so outdated. I think you can watch Predator now, and it's not outdated. Predator
It's
is
still good.
a
Yeah,
amazing film.
you're
Conan-
still at the edge of your seat. Yeah.
Yeah, Conan was just bad. It was just bad.
I got a ringing in my ear.
Cool.
Did you hear that, Brad? I didn't hear what he said. There's a ringing. Yeah.
So
Get to the chopper.
get to the Java. Next question, my friend.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What is your favorite Legion's race, and can you explain why?
I had to think about that too. I'm pretty boring, dude. I would say humans are my favorite. Like I like the knights. I love the female knights. The female barbarian. I don't know. I like the orcs too, and I think the goblins are a lot of fun and the dwarves. But I'm boring. I would say the humans are my favorite.
Nice. Well, knights and barbarians.
The
Nice.
Terminator likes the humans too.
Exactly. Jackie said something about titties and ass right now. What did she say about titties and ass? Because let's go back to that.
We put an ass on here.
Right? Yeah.
Laugh
Absolutely. Yeah, and we'll try to say it as
emoji. Laugh emoji.
I should start saying that more in new to Mythics. I'm going to start the show with welcome to titties and ass.
Yeah. Welcome.
In your voice.
New tits
Yes,
and ass.
absolutely.
What race that doesn't exist in Legions would you like to be made?
I would like to see. I'm a crazy half breed, so I would like to see more like mixes.
Okay.
Like half human, half orc. I don't. Did they have that? Did they make one?
Orc and vampire. They got. They do have
No.
human and orc bird, don't they?
What's this now? A
Human and
vampire
orc?
orc? Yeah,
Or
there's a new.
like a human orc, a human and orc, like a halfling. I'd like to see more elves, like elf races, like different. I'm a big elf fan. Like
Nice.
G was a fan of Elf Quest, so was I. Great comic book. If anyone's into elves, check out Elf Quest from the 80s. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, Joe. Yeah, I felt boring saying it, but I'm just looking at all my figures. I mean, I have a lot of different ones, but I think the human ones are probably my favorite.
Yeah. Lee Jin had a half orc head, so maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't
so
remember his body.
I think it's fun. Like I'm open to whatever new races that Eric makes. I love the fuzz monks. I wish that there were more. So
Yeah.
I'm open.
There will be. There will
Yeah.
be.
I'm looking forward to that kind of new creations, new creatures.
Yeah,
I'm open for that.
I think, the horsemen have really embraced tribute figures for influencers, people who have embraced the line, who are trying to move the line forward.
Like you guys, like
The,
you do this.
yeah, especially in the last year or so. So I can see the next Fuzz Monk we get being possibly a tribute to Jesse Arnold, the Fuzz Monk
Absolutely.
man himself.
He might cry though. He's got a lot of heart. He's half baby, half bear. So yeah, he would cry on camera if that happened. But he deserves it. That guy is a pillar of the community. One of the nicest fellows. And I don't call people just anyone fellows. He is a nice fellow.
Yes, yes.
And so he definitely deserves to be a fuzz monk. Absolutely.
I would definitely.
The fuzziest of fuzz monks.
Look, listening. Listening.
Favorite Legions figures. 5 to 1. Why?
Number one, we just did a show of top 10 and it fluctuates, but I have so many favorites, but my top probably 5, I'm just going to say Azza's my number 1, always my number 1. Thalen is my number 2.
Okay.
I'm going to go off and say Brother M is up there. I love Brother M. Mandibulus. He is one of the coolest goddamn figures. That head sculpt I think about. The version 1 Cavern Dwarf. For some reason, it just speaks to me. I just love that damn figure. Let's say Ragna or the Dark Templar. Either one of those would probably be definitely up
there. Like the female 2.0 figures.
That's what I first started collecting. I have every female figure except for Xylona, and it's hurting me. Yeah,
well, you're gonna get her Xylona at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, you need her.
It will come. See, I'm almost the opposite, Greg. I love my favorite build in Legions is the 1.0 build. So that's why, and of course, it's not because these other figures are female figures. No, it's because we have now female 1.0s.
I love that.
Figures.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Neve, what a great figure.
Yes. Perfect. Perfection.
I just like the beefier build on the figures. They also stand up a lot.
Yes. That I agree with totally. I do. Lady Averona is one of my favorite figures, and Ragna, but they've got these little knight feet, these slender feet, and they do not stand up well. Yeah, it is what it is. It's they need more feet. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not criticizing. I love the company, but they need more feet. Like the regular like Scaphoid, Brother M, any of the male orc feet, those giant cloppy, they stand up well, but they're just so boring. We need some more feet.
Well, if you look at the Valiant Knight, that is a new set of armored feet, and I think it looks incredible. They actually look small. Chef's Kiss looks a lot smaller than the other, but in actuality, I compared them and they're almost the same size. They're
really
just fractions smaller, lengthwise.
Right.
But now widthwise, they're thinner and all that. They're just wonderful. The Valiant Knight is a really cool figure.
That's one of my top 10 was the Valiant Knight. I think that was my 9th or 10th pick for top 10 figures. Like that figure, I mean, is in my opinion is a perfect figure. And that skeleton also, the Legion Builder 2, is also a perfect figure, I think, in my opinion.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
This is
Mike has it there. Yeah.
one of my top figures in the
Yeah,
line.
they're just fun. Same thing with the Valiant Knight. They're just a blast.
They were, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
fun to own. I hope there's going to be more. I think somebody said that there should be some more Skeleton Legion builders at Legion's Con. So
Oh, I
I'm
hope
hoping that there'll be more opportunity for people to pick those up. And
I hope so. I'll buy a lot of those. Absolutely. Brad, can you turn the heat up? I don't think he's sweating enough. What are your 3 least favorite Legions figures and why?
man, it is getting hot. It is getting a little warm in here.
Woo!
I'm starting to sweat through the shirts. You
Tell
know,
us the 3 figures that you want to kick down the steps right now.
Oh, I don't want to lose any friends. You know, I don't want to lose any friends, but Okeatis is my, and I don't think I'll lose any friends by saying this, but Okeatis is probably my #1 least liked figure. I'm not a huge, I loved Masters of the Universe when I was a kid, but now I'm not a huge fan. So I don't even know what he's a tribute to.
Web store.
Okay, I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
He's a metallic shiny guy.
So I probably lost some. Yeah, my subscribers. I just lost some subscribers, and you guys may have too, just because I said I don't like. But I've got 2 worse, and people are really gonna not like these choices.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Are you ready? Number two. I had this figure. I had it twice, and I got rid of it. I looked at it, and I'm like, pass. And it was really sought after in the mystery boxes, and I didn't get it. Kador. Kador.
Oh, I like Kador.
He's kind of plain, but he's cool. But he's simple.
A muscular body with a jousting helmet. Like what? I don't know. For me, it just wasn't.
Basic. He's a basic person. Yeah.
He's basic, but I do love that. Like the gladiator body is fantastic. It's a beautiful body. Yeah, but I just didn't get what the appeal is for me. So that's probably.
Do you still have them?
No.
Damn.
I had 2, and I was like, gone. I'll take whatever you got, just not Okeatis. I think I got a snag or something.
I think where Okeatis fall short is web store. Of course, the Masters of the Universe are the beefy bodies. I think instead of going with the skeletal body, if they would have went with a regular beefy 1.0 body with him, it would have went a long way with that figure. But I see what they were going for. They wanted to use the 2000X style with the Lithia extra arms.
Yeah.
And that plugs into a 2.0 body.
Has anyone done that? Made a 1.0 version of Web Store?
No. Eric Miller. I'm almost positive he's made a phenomenal one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that, but everything he does is phenomenal.
Say that I think I have. It just jarred my memory.
Yeah.
Everything he does is amazing.
He's my
so yeah, Okeatis is 1, Kador is 2, and sorry, Jonathan Hughes, Vitus is. There's Eric right there. Eric.
Speak of the devil, wow.
Yeah, I was gushing about Eric earlier. He sold me my first custom head sculpt. It was the female, the African American female with the longish hair. Beautiful.
Uber
gorgeous. But anyway, so Vitus to me, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I have one. I haven't opened it, but Vitus, I'm sorry. He's obviously a Vitus fan. I can tell. Yeah, he's gone.
What? Oh my God.
No.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Oh, look,
maybe I'll change. Is that Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool head? What is that head right there?
It's Michael.
Oh, that's Mike's head. Okay, the figure is better. The figure is better now. Look at those two
Oh my
handsome bastards right there.
dude. Vetus, it's okay. He did not say that.
Now, wait a minute. Is that technically Vidar Casvilas?
What's that?
Is that Casvilas?
Caspus.
Caspus.
I don't know. I just put my head on that body because
Gotcha.
the head was paint matched to Vetus's.
It's a great body.
So.
It just didn't. I guess it just didn't do anything for me. Like I don't really get the whole Roman thing. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I guess it's just not my cup of tea. I like the regular, like the English knights with the Templars and stuff like that. The Roman stuff is cool, but it just, I don't know, the Roman helmet and stuff, it just doesn't really, like Romulus, Vitus. I don't know. I just don't.
No Mercurian love.
I got all the Mercurians up there. In fact, Joe Russo, I bought an extra figure to make the white Mercurian, the white and purple one.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. But
I'm sorry, Mark. I hope we can still
man, to each his
hope
own,
we're still friends.
Right? To each
and that might change tomorrow. There might be another figure. I'm like, you know what? That figure I like even less. I just couldn't think of anything else at the moment. But
you have to pick, and then it's like you just have to pick, and then it just boils down. And it's hard to pick. Like I say, it's an oxymoron. It's kind of like you love them all, so how can you pick one that's bad?
Right. And there's so many to choose from. Like there's so many different, and that's just it. There's so many different flavors and varieties that, there's something for everyone. If you like this and you don't like that, and another person likes this, and he doesn't like that, we all, get along and like what we like. And
man, this line has something for everyone.
Yes, something for everyone.
It's awesome.
I had some people come over today, and they were looking at my collection. And when we got to the room where my customs are, I had people looking at some of Eric Miller's custom heads that I put on figures that he's done, that I bought and purchased off him. And I thought that was cool that, they were like, dude, that's really cool, or that's sick, or that's awesome.
Yeah,
and I was like,
the artistry.
Yeah, like my friend, painted that, and I'm like, really? It's like, yeah, he did a good job.
And he's a great guy too.
Yeah, Eric's awesome. I love Eric.
Yeah, he's definitely not a LeVar Burton.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Mike.
I like to think that Mr. Burden is actually a pretty good dude. It's just,
He was funny on The Big Bang Theory when they invited him as himself.
No, I never saw that.
He actually showed up.
I didn't see it either.
Someone was doing something weird and he left.
Okay, hey, here we go. If the Horsemen would make a tribute figure in your honor using existing parts, what would that figure look like?
I like the Bardrick, kind of the soft leather, something that's going to stretch a little bit and give me some space. Okay. I would say the Bardrick, the soft Bardrick, kind of leathery, that they've used for Valak. I like that. I like the plain pants, the pants and boots of Marley, but just not that color. So I think we're going to get those in the Rogue, the Kaipacha figure. So I would do probably like the leather, the leather kind of jerkin or whatever it's called, with the maybe black or dark brown pants, and some black boots, some like nice cavalier boots or something. But as for the head, I mean, they can't sculpt this potato head. I get an orc head and paint it brown. I don't know, that I would be lost on that. They better have an alternate head, is all I could say, if they ever did a tribute.
The Legion or Brown Orchid, yeah.
Yeah, brown orchid, you know.
Yeah.
But I love like the Claymore swords. So I'd be like, give me this badass huge sword, you know, 6 foot, you know, long, 80-pound sword that you swing it once and you're exhausted. Those swords are awesome. So
Nice. Like that Buster sword.
exactly.
Yeah, that big one that comes with purple ore.
Yes.
Purple ore.
Purple
Well,
ore.
I think that's the end of the hot seat because I know where the last question's going. So we'll go on to no. Okay. I gotta ask it.
Go ahead.
Which tribute figure is your favorite, buddy? Broder of Bjorngar with his amazing titty pauldrons of power, or Mir Kaspar, aka Scapular the Crypt Breaker 2, with all his awesome weapons.
Man, it's really tough, you know. And then you said titty. I mean that you know, I do love the Broder figure. It is an amazing figure, but
He's cool. He is cool.
he's an amazing figure. He's an amazing.
Here, I thought he was picking Broder straight up.
But
here's a but.
But Scapular version 2, he comes with so much shit that's badass. Scrolls and blowguns for no lips and just everything. Like he is coming to beat your ass, and he's got all the tools, all the weapons.
Woo!
Yes, he is like he's got everything. He's got everything. And so Scapular version 2, and I just bought version 1. I don't have it yet, but I am on the Scapular train. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm sorry, man. But Scapular for the win on this one. Yeah, Scapular.
Broder and his team win in the end, which means they lose. Broder kicks a mere ass.
The whole time here, we're doing the show. I'm like, there's no way he's not a skeleton fan. He is not picking Scapular.
Not a skeleton fan.
Lung plus blowgun equals badass.
Right, exactly. I want to see him wrap those bone lips around that blowgun. It just all his gear. Like I think Jeremy was saying, like Eric is like
Broder's blowgun.
Eric is just throwing extra shit onto that figure. Like let's stock him with so much, and that was it for me. That was like, you know, he's got like the utility belt from hell. He's got everything. So that was it for me.
Cool, man.
This is Scapular before he was a skeleton. I would love to see him like if he was a man before. Like that would be fresh too.
I honestly, now we don't know how that works exactly, but they have said in the lore that the skeletons are either born into the congregation of Necronominus, and if they're born into, I would like to think they're automatically a skeleton, and then there's skeletons that are resurrected as an army. Kind of like Hagnon, Ilgar, those. So there's a definite difference there. I in my head canon, Scapular's always been a skeleton, never human. But that's yet to be explained.
Right. Right.
So but it is time. Would you be kind enough to show us your Mythic or your Legions collection, aka Greg's Legions Lair?
He was Bird the skeleton. His mom was boned after all. There you go. Stoat has it figured out. It's confirmed. It's canon right there. Mrs. Scapular got the cannon. And yeah. Okay, so before I show stuff, I was traveling for about a year, so Poxus, most of Poxus I haven't opened yet. I have a lot of figures that I have not opened, and so this is just part of my collection. And a lot of them don't have any weapons. I kind of just I opened everything and threw their stuff in a giant bin, and I haven't like posed them very well, so they're all kind of vanilla posed. So that being said, I just wanted, so no one's like, well, dude, what's up with the vanilla poses? That's why I just kind of got them on the shelf first, and then I'll do some cool action posing. But this house is old. It's like 100-year-old house, and it's like on a slope kind of. And so things fall over. And so all my figures are taking dives. Yeah.
It happens.
Anyways, so let's take a tour. So do I just turn the phone around, or how do I do that?
If you hit there's 3 buttons you got to click on to get the camera to switch if you want to see it. You have to hit a settings and then switch the.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's fine.
I'll just turn the thing around. I'll just turn it around. And if you guys,
it's all right.
Okay, here we go.
I'll tell you if you're looking at something wrong.
Yeah, and my toy room is very small, very small. So here we go. So the lighting is not very good, but we'll start at the top row. We've got. Can you guys see it? Okay.
Yep.
Looks great.
Yep. Okay. I know that's not Mythic, but I just thought she was kind of cool, so I threw her in there. We've got Valak. We got my girl Azza at the top, and what's next to Azza?
Yeah, Skeleton Legion.
Skeletoni. We got the female knight over here. I need to get some lights in here. I have bought some, but I haven't installed them yet. And then down here, this is probably one of my favorite Mythic figures. The figure Obscura Bastet is just one of my all-time favorite. I think that's also a David Williams repaint.
Okay.
That's a what's her
that's
Caleb.
Or no, that's Thrace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like the vampire chick.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is a great paint.
Yeah. Yeah,
wow.
I think he took a picture of her and posted it, and I'm like, David, you don't know me, but I need one of those. So he's like, yeah. So I sent him a Thrace head, and he repainted it for me. Awesome. It's just gorgeous. It's amazing. So there's my first. Malleus is my first figure. So he's up there. That's Walter's favorite. And then Gwendolyn. We got Queen Urxa. We got a D13 demon. I've got quite a few of those, but they're really fun figures, those demons. We got Chronal, which I'm not a huge Motu tribute, but I love Trapjaw. So this figure is one of my favorites. I have one from Emil also. He shipped me one from Sweden and autographed it for me. I love Emil. The guys. We got Thwick over here. I just love that face that he's got.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites. Beautiful. I got some unopened. I got a Swig. We got a Orthog, Silver Dwarf, Barbarian Builder. I love this. The female Orc Legion Builder. One of my favorites. We got Sir Gerard. We got a Juno. Got Ragnar.
Is one of the best figures in the line.
I love that head sculpt. That's just a beautiful.
Such a good figure.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. It's a beautiful. Owain. We got Ravina. Krotos. Lucretia. And this is another repaint by David Williams. He repainted the Lady Averona face. And I just think he did a great job on that. Beautiful work. We've got Myria. I think that's her name.
Myra Golden Brand.
Yeah. Golden Brand. We've got Faunus. We've got the Dark Elf Ranger. We've got Hera over here.
Hera is a hard figure to get a hold of, too.
Yes. Absolutely. That took me a while and took me some dollars. Stand up, woman. Zaria. I love Zaria. Got the Gladiator. Got our girl Thrace. I love this figure. This is probably my third or fourth. I have a couple of her, the female barbarian.
If you look at her brawl, it looks familiar, doesn't it? It looks like someone's pauldrons a little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does, and same with what's her face next to you?
Freya.
Freya, yeah, she's got those same
Yes.
same titty pauldrons. I'm gonna say it. Yep.
They work for me. They work for me. I like them.
Broder likes them.
Yeah. I got a Ragna, repaint, Team Ragna.
Oh, wow.
You've got little Thistlethorn over there. He's looking at Morgulith like, hey, lady, your hat's too big.
He's like, why are you so bad?
Yeah. We've got some test shots over here. Got a
nasty Nate.
giant.
Where are the test shots? I don't see them.
The test shot is right here. The light's not good.
Oh, gotcha. What test shot is it?
I've got that's the Science Tusk Science.
Okay. Yes.
And
Tusk
then
Science,
yeah. And then that's I think that's Azza. Is that Azza?
Okay. No, Azza has the Azza. Well, that could be Azza. Shoot. Because you won't see the tattoos painted on.
Yeah, I think that's Azza. If not, I got ripped off. No, it's Azza. Oops, pauldron off. I've got a custom by Anthony Haseel.
Nice, the king of the dwarves.
We got Fostia, which is Mike's favorite.
Oh yes.
We got
horn on that dude.
Oh, it fell off. Yeah, I don't know where it went. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, the stuff just falls off. We got Scaphoid down here and Brother M.
Brother M. Does Brother M have a cape? Do you have a cape on Brother M?
Yeah, a little one in the back there.
Oh, cool.
He needs a bigger one though.
Yeah.
You got my version 1 Cavern Dwarf, which is one of my favorites. He also had the Darla cape. And then a dog that was printed by Wolf King Customs. And Thalen.
Nice.
He's got and then over here, I've got some more shelves. Over here, got the Vanguard over here, kind of messy. I've got some more test shots. I've got the female barbarian.
Oh damn! Snap.
And Thalen.
Wow, dude, you're serious. I mean, those aren't cheap. Those are some nice.
I figured I would just get the test shots of my favorite 3 figures. So I got Azza, Thalen, and the female barbarian. I wouldn't mind getting Artemis. She's one of my favorites too. So I've got Artemis version 1.
You are one of the only ones I've seen put her on the shelf with those wings.
It wasn't easy.
Wings are huge.
Yes.
Someone else did that.
Yeah, it's
they're big.
Yeah, I don't want to touch her. I'm not even going to look at her because they will fall off or she will fall down. So, and like I said, the house is kind of on a slope. So I have a lot of these ugly white stands for now that kind of hold things keep them from falling over. I've got another Ragna. I think I have 3 Ragnas. This is kind of a knight that I just threw together. I think it was the deluxe Knight Builder, but it came with this really interesting helmet, which I'd never seen before. It's got like a little silver plate on the back of the helmet. I don't know if you guys can see it or not.
We need you to come down just a little bit with your camera.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, a little bit more. Perfect. Yeah, I see it.
That's one I might have that on mine.
I think it's from the deluxe Knight Builder, the female one.
The female one. I have her on the horse.
But it's interesting. It's got like a silver plate which I thought was kind of odd. I don't know if you guys can see it now. Whoops.
Yeah.
Back the
Where's
circle.
the,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Those head sculpts.
kind of odd, but
Yeah.
the helmet, the face of the helmet it's got a lot of
Detail, like swirls and
Yeah.
different,
ornate.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Very ornate.
I like that. That's
So then
helmet
I've got Catwoman here in the bat pod.
Hey, Anne.
I'm a fan.
I like her.
We've got Hazazar.
As
Hazar.
Got D20 Wolf. If anyone's interested, those things are amazing. I recommend those.
Okay.
We've got Halazir back there and Zenithon. I do love Stratos, so I did pick him up. And then we got a custom from Mira, my friend Mira. She made me a custom last year, so that's in
Cool.
a place of honor. Now, this Gold Knight is one of my favorite. I love that helmet, the Stallet helmet. I love that thing. I wish that it was more available, but I have to buy the another Father Christmas just to get that helmet. But I love that helmet. So if anyone has that helmet and they want to sell it, let me know.
Doesn't that helmet come on the Valiant Knight? No.
Yes, but I mean the gold. I love the gold.
Yeah, you want the gold. Yeah, you want the gold.
Yes.
Yeah, Mira's dope.
And I love this. The colors on this, the dark elf warrior. I just love the blues and the purples and it's a beautiful figure to me. I just love it. Another female barbarian. And then that's Darina, but she's got some Max Bird robes on. They're pretty cool. Tigra, what's Tigra doing in here?
She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool. I've got another Juno. That's my second Juno. I had one over there. The Relic Knight, which I love. We've got another Artemis. I have the girl from Heavy Metal. I don't know if you guys ever saw Heavy Metal.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got the soundtrack.
Yes. Excellent soundtrack. I got the gold elf. I love the elf body. And then Hadriana is one of my favorite figures.
Yes.
The unknown one.
Yes, the unknown one. This figure is just an amazing, like, everyone should have one. It's just a beautiful figure.
Hey, Smur.
Yeah.
If you take the unknown one's wings and put them on Gorthok when he gets to us from All Stars 6 or 6, they are a beautiful match.
Okay, I will do that. I'm going to send you a picture when I do it. That's a good advice. I appreciate that. Yeah, that figure that was one of my first figures. I bought one to have the Horseman sign, and then I bought another one just to open. And I was like, it's not really my cup of tea. I'm not really a demon kind of guy. I think demons are cool, but when I opened it, I'm like, this guy, I don't know what he is, but he is freaking amazing.
Wasn't that designed by Bill Mancuso?
I don't know. It's metal, though, whatever it is. It is metal. Look at that.
Mike, was that designed by Bill Mancuso?
Yeah, Bill Mancuso, I think, put together the unknown one. Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I recommend it to anybody. Got another Dark Templar. I've got a couple of those opened and posed. I know it's cosmic, but I just love this operative figure. The colors are just
faces, baby. Manny faces.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous colors. This is a Valiant Knight with Poxus chest and then Liche body.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, and then Dubon is one of my favorite figures. And then we got the King. Got King Bromden here.
Bromden, what a figure! Now he's named after one of Eric Treadaway's boys.
Yep. I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's a beautiful figure. That head sculpt is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Hopefully you can take the crown off. That's so cool.
Yes. Red Shield Soldier. I know the helmet's kind of dumb, but I don't know. I love knights, and I just thought that figure is cool. So I've got a couple of them.
It sure is.
Yeah. And we got
Ooh,
a Savage.
Crucible.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You got the
Oh, I almost thought that was a AWOC for a second.
No AWACS. I do have some, but they're not here.
And then that's
And then
Fertitta,
Dark
or
Wolf,
Fertitta.
which is a great figure. I really recommend this figure. It's an amazing body sculpt. Same thing with Tigra. They're killing it. Good company.
Frazetta, is that what they said? Frazetta?
Yeah, Frazetta girls.
Yeah.
Got Gonks up here. This is Warrior. I bought Warrior, and then I didn't like the head, so Jordan had told me the heads pack has a perfect match for the Warrior body. So I was like, really? So I did that.
Oh, cool.
And I love it. Awesome dwarf. And then we got the girl right here, Gadriel.
We finally got her head sculpt back in the line.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, to me, this is just a perfect, beautiful figure. Just love it to death. But yeah, we've got Attila and Balaam, and then this is a custom from Patrick Boyle. He did that head sculpt. This is from Excalibur. This is King Arthur's son, Mordred.
Nice.
I just love that head sculpt. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I've got other stuff. I've got all kinds of different things.
Yep. Wow.
A lot of stuff.
Nice.
Man.
Literally wall to wall with this is my Helena Kyle Hathaway shrine.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you could see it with the reflection. This is my Qui-Gon Jinn kind of shrine thing. This is from Akira. It's a giant Akira motorcycle. I love that thing. Beautiful. And then I just got a lot of random figures down here. I don't know if you guys can see them. We got Dutch in there. Got Dutch in there. Grendel, Vigilante. A couple of Batmans. We got aliens over here.
Ooh.
Try to fit them all in there, but it wasn't easy. I don't know if you guys can see it okay.
Now, did they fall, or do you have them posed like that?
I have kind of like the guy fell, and then another alien is kind of jumping at Vasquez, and she's kind of shooting. And there's like a dead alien on the ground.
It's working.
Yeah, and then this is just random figures that I liked.
Indy.
Yes. Indiana Jones.
And then we've got
Clark W. Griswold.
No.
Oh no, that's Jason. That's Jason. Never mind.
Yeah, that's Jason.
I was like, wait, you got Clark? That's Jason.
It looks like his hand fell off though. Got a vamp in there.
Oh, I do see that. Yeah.
Got the old C-3PO from the 70s.
Yeah.
Usagi Jimbo.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm okay. Yeah, I see him now. As soon as you said that, I saw him.
So yeah, there's
Corn Boy's in the back.
Yeah, Corn Boy's back there.
Corn Boy's back
probably
there.
Bad glare. Sorry about the glare.
Oh, you're good. I can see it.
And then I've got some Mezco and also some Mego Star Trek.
You're Captain. I don't have the power.
I love that show. Talk about cheesy and corny, but it was just a fun show.
Trouble with tribbles.
Exactly.
Goddamn trouble with tribbles.
And then this is some of the stuff that I loved as a kid. This is the only toy that I have. This is the only thing I have from my childhood. Was this Buck Rogers Porgy spaceship from Buck Rogers? Everything else I had as a kid mostly, but these are all just things I got from eBay. And then my little Superman shrine.
Superman. Superpowers.
Wow.
And then I've got Guardians of the Galaxy. Got an autograph
I
figure
was about to say,
from,
they got some signatures back there.
yeah, Karen Gillan, who played Nebula. I got her autograph.
She's
And I got
cool.
a Hot Toys Nebula and Hot Toys Rocket Raccoon, and then Darth Vader. So a lot of stuff over here, and
Tron, yeah.
yeah, Light Cycle. But we got Batman over here, and that's about it. This is a veteran Williams with the it's got iLab clothes. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's my room, guys.
That's your layer. It looks awesome.
That's my layer. Thank you guys for
Very cool.
letting me show it off for a minute.
I'm like, why can't I? There we go. I was like, why can't I click back in there?
Greg, do you have time for questions?
Sure.
Okay, this is the time, guys. Any question you want to ask the Schmerbenberger, hit us up in the feed. Before we do that, before we start taking the questions, though, Brad, we had something come out on the lounge yesterday that we want to mention, and it is a collaboration between Nate Strong and Emil Wickman. And it is a children's book. And the name of the children's book is going to be 2 Words That Saved Christmas. And you can buy, it's $15. You can buy the book on Amazon. I got mine earlier today, and it should be here in a couple days. I am so looking forward to this because
absolutely
you couldn't pick 2 of the nicer people in this community
100%
collaboration on this. And what I see so far of the book, it looks phenomenal. Nate had written this book probably, I think he said 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago. And him and Emil, they were driving to Legion's Con a couple years ago, and they were talking about this. And finally, they pulled the plug and did it. They went through Amazon, and it is just, I'm excited. I'm excited to see. It's exciting to see how much talent's in our community.
Yes.
We talk about everybody. Eric with his painting, mind blowing.
Yes.
Everybody in this community.
So much creative talent. Yes.
Just amazing stuff. And to see these 2 do this. I mean, we know Nate is a photographer, not as an author. You know, he just published a book. That's amazing. So please, guys, everybody out there, support this. Please.
Absolutely.
Go out, grab one. We all have, kids. We all have grandkids.
Great gifts.
Grab
one of these, please.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just saw that this morning, and I'm super excited to pick up a copy or 2.
$15. Well, if I guess if you got Prime, then it's free shipping. So
also
Vern,
who works for the Horseman, he also writes books. He's got some children's books.
Yes.
That are also on Amazon. So yeah, I love that. There's so much creativity and love and positivity in this community. It's just an embarrassment of riches of goodness. I just blessed.
Now, I will say one thing. I love Emil Wickman's art. I have the Legions poster down in my action figure room. And in his art, throughout the pages of the book, I want to say Nate said there's 5 or 6 Legions toys put into the pages of the book.
Really?
If you look at the Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus page, you will see Azar sitting by the floor of the leg of the chair.
I love it. That's awesome.
So Nate did say he's running a contest. The first people or the first person to identify all the figures in the book and DM him wins. I'm not sure what they win, but they win something. So yes, Brad, you're not. If you can't pull it up, I will try. I highly doubt I can do this.
What's that?
But
oh, here I can blow you up. Here, hold on.
If you and Bigamy, if you look at the leg,
yeah.
Do you see Azar?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what throughout the book will have those things.
I didn't know that he was an illustrator. I didn't know Emil. That guy is so multi-talented.
Oh, he's done some little like short cartoon films.
Talented.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Legion, like cartoon figures that he did, was it Xylona and Silvercord that he did voices for? And it's funny because it's Emil's voice. So he's talking like he's Silvercord. And then he was talking like he was a Stereon or something. It's like, yes, I almost protect you. So yeah, I
love that guy. He's an amazing person. Him and Nate are just fantastic. I spent so much time. Thank you. I spent so much time talking to Nate at last year's Legions Con. Just not even talking toys. We're just talking about life stuff, and it was just. I love it. I cherish that. I cherish that time. Great people.
No doubt.
I can't wait to hang out with you guys, man.
Dude, it's okay. What did we say? I think they said it on Legion's Lounge yesterday. Was it 46 days until Legion's Con yesterday? So today would be 45. Which
it's coming up.
That's Legion's Con, which is Saturday. 45. Right. That's not including Wednesday, the night before you go to intern.
Yeah,
the night
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah, we're talking probably like 42 days away, 43 days away from.
Now, Schmer, are you coming to intern?
Yes.
Yeah, you will, brother. Baby Thursday.
Yeah, but I needed a photographer, so I'm like, who's the best photographer out there besides Trevor? Brett Tidy. Brett Stoddard, so he's my +1.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh God,
he's my guy.
Cool.
Yeah, he's my +1.
Brad and I are driving through the night Thursday night to get there.
We are going to leave. We are going to show up right when that shit opens and be like, "Whoa, no sleep, motherfuckers!"
That's right. I'll sleep later. I'll sleep on Monday.
Oh yeah. I think we will sleep pretty good Thursday night, Mike. It may not be up too late.
Yes, same here.
Are you guys bunking together? You guys have the same room, or?
Yeah, we always usually stay together.
Yeah. 2 different beds or the same bed?
Oh God!
Yo, Michael,
come on now.
Gotta have it all bad.
You don't roll that way.
You bringing that sword, Brad, or you bringing
Mike does say I snore sometimes, so Mike's like, Brad, you went crazy last night. I'm like, sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro.
There was a lot of partaking in the lobby.
Absolutely. Yep. Jackie and Stoke, they got those big ice chest coolers, man, full of drinks.
Yeah.
Gonna be definitely some partaking.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over to let me remember it. Wegmans.
Yeah.
You know what? Jackie brings up a good question, Greg. Talking about your fiance. What does your fiance think of your collecting, and does she collect too?
Oh, here we go.
Good question, Jackie. Thanks for asking. She never really collected much before me, and she kind of was stunned at the collection that I have amassed over the years. But what I love about her, I was married before, and my first wife thought this was all stupid, like figures and geeky stuff. She's like, I hate all of it. I don't like any of it. So it kind of made me like self-conscious about the stuff that I collected. But my fiance now thinks it's adorable. Like she'll see like a hand on the ground or, a sword or something, and she thinks it's adorable. She's like, here, you lost some of your parts from your figures. So, So she totally supports. You know, she's waiting right now for us to go get something to eat. So she's totally supporting of, you know, the show that I do. You know, she's got her Schmerbenberger shirt. She wants to learn more about the Cabal and Mythics and stuff. But and she's down for all of it. As for her collecting, she started to collect pops. She said she does want a Calzier figure. Purple is her favorite color. So anything purple, any figures that are purple, she's open to. But yeah, so she collects pops, and also Dunkin'. She loves Dunkin' Donuts, so she likes the coffee cups. She's got a bunch of coffee cups downstairs of Dunkin' Donuts and things. So yeah,
Nice.
I don't think it takes much for people to start collecting stuff. There's something in our animal brains that I don't know if it's a hoarding thing or what, but we need to collect stuff. You know, it brings us comfort or something, I guess. I'm not sure.
Jackie's got a follow up to that. She says the love she is supporting. Is she going to Legion's Con?
It's still up in the air. It was yes, and then one of her managers, her manager got pregnant and is having a baby, so she's not sure if she's going to be able. She might have to cover. Is this live? Yes, it is live. Maybe. So I'm not sure yet. If she's not coming, I need to find a roommate. I need to find a roomie. The only problem is at the king size bed. So, you know, I do allow spooning, but you know, you got to keep those loincloths on. You know, let's not be too crazy. I'm spoken for. So I'm not sure yet, Jackie. I hope that she can make it. Because I was going to take her to New York City afterwards. That's kind of like, thanks for doing this with me. Check out New York City. She's never been there. Yeah, she's never been there. So I'm hoping she could go, but I probably won't know until the last minute.
Freaking, where we go back? Joe Issaquah says, keeper.
She is a keeper. Yeah, she's a keeper for sure. She puts up with me and makes me amazing sandwiches and loves this potato head, then yeah, she's a great woman.
Any pets?
Oh, we have 2 dogs. We have 2 little Boston Terriers.
Nice.
The girl she's like my daughter. I'm in love with her. She's just, I know that doesn't sound right, but I just love her to pieces. She's my everything. Her name is Nova. She is a white Boston Terrier, and then my fiance has a black Boston Terrier. His name is Brocky. So yeah, they're our kids. We love our dogs.
Pitbull, Michigan or Ohio?
Michigan is better than Ohio. He's saying it depends. I mean, I kind of joked about Ohio to Eric Miller, and I don't know if I offended him. If I did, I'm sorry, Eric. I tease people from Ohio because it's Ohio, but you know, there's good things in every state. You know,
yes, there is.
There's pretty parts in all. I really loved Columbus. Columbus was a nice city.
It's funny you say that. I just took Lauren there for the Columbus Crew game. She likes soccer, so I took her there. So I actually parked at the convention center where PowerCon would be, and walked through the convention as if PowerCon was going on, and there was nobody there, not a soul when I went. It was empty. It was a Saturday, and it got me thinking, why didn't we do PowerCon? I don't know, because it was definitely empty that weekend I was there, and it was
there's something going on with that.
September.
Well, I think Val Staples needed a year. He's had it where he took a year off before, because that's a lot. I mean, the size of that con is ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh, and that's the thing. I'm huge. Lauren's like, this is like an airport. I'm like, I know. It's like walking in a freaking huge airport.
I mean, I get it, wanting to take a year off, but do you want to take a year off of money? Like that's me, but I guess it wasn't worth it, you know. But I sure hope they have it again. I thought you were going to say when you were going through the the hall you saw a Dimistros cape on the ground or something.
So I went through, showed her everywhere where we went and everything, and then we walked across the street, and there's a lot going on in Columbus when you're there. I mean, it's clean. There's these cool local restaurants. There's these cool bars.
Yeah.
There's
It's
fun
nice.
things going on. It's almost like you're walking downtown, like Tennessee at like Nashville or something. Like people are playing concerts inside bars, and
I've noticed a lot of bigger cities are revitalizing. Like Detroit is the same way. It's got an amazing downtown area when before, you might get killed or something. But now they've got all this. They've got the Colts. They've got help me out here. The Detroit Pistons and the Red Wings. And it's all downtown, like in one.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Now, let's see. Brad, did you stop at Magnolia? Wow. I'll put this up here. This is only people that know what this means. You had to be in the group a couple years ago to understand what this meant, but we did not go. Or to the store across the street coming out the closet.
I'm interested. I don't know what it is, but I'm down.
Well, if I'm correctly, I think it's an adult.
It's a thrift shop. Eric Miller even told me.
Is that what it is? An adult thrift shop?
It has nothing to do with.
Or maybe I just made it an adult thrift shop. I made a video. Actually, I was talking, and I didn't know Walter was recording me. So he recorded my whole little spiel of me going off, doing Arnold impressions about the Thunder Pussy. And if Walter ever wants to share that with anybody, or if you want to message Walter for that video, go ahead. Go ahead. I dare you.
Great market.
Yeah, he'll send it to you. Yeah. But no, we didn't see that. But I have a question for the Schmurger. So, what are you most excited for, or what are you most excited for G-Con this year? What are your expectations? What do you?
Good question.
What's gonna have your excited when you get in that room?
I've been so excited about Intern and Legions Con and seeing people I haven't seen in a year that I haven't really speculated or thought much about this giant wave that's coming at G-Con. So just throwing it out there. I would love to see hopefully some new races. Because I'm thinking he's given goblins love, he's given dwarfs love, he's given skeletons a lot of love. So and knights a lot of love. So I'm thinking
left is skeletons again.
Never know skeletons, right? So I'm hoping there's some new races, something different, something new. What that is, I don't know. And I'm open for anything that they, I really loved that Ashes of Agmendor. I thought that was, I wish I could see the comments because I see you guys chuckling. I really loved that wave. I thought there's some good stuff in that one. So whatever they make is going to be amazing. I honestly don't really care about a dragon. I just want some awesome action figures. I just want to see more figures of Bone Dragon. Yeah, Bone Dragons are awesome. Bone Dragons are awesome. And I'm not saying I don't like dragons. I love figures. Like if the dragon is $500, that's less figures that I could buy. In my opinion,
are worried about, or what I think are.
Well, that's why
questioning, I guess, or speculating.
Yeah, I think they'll reveal the dragon. I don't think it will go up on pre-order until next year, because they'll have to have a full G-Con wave also on pre-order.
But they have to have figures. That's G-Con is figures, right? I mean, that's how I look at it.
I really do believe that if they would come out with a $550 wave and then a $500 dragon, they would be shooting themselves in the foot because people are then going to have to choose which one to get.
Right. Sophie's choice. What are you going to do?
G-Con could be what, 20 minutes? You walk in, all right, here's the dragon. That's it, everyone. G-Con was great this year.
I think there's been a lot of talk about Otho and the Blue Knights or the Blue Shield Knights or whatever they're called. I think Otho's got to be there at some point. Like, he's got to be either in this G-Con reveal or he's got to be on the table. He's got to be somewhere because it's almost like a clamor for that figure.
I believe you're gonna get Otho and Urzog version 2s this time, and I think it's going to be the battle around Lindor. Like the other one, the Ashes was telling about Ophidian. I think now they're going to tell about Lindor. I think it's time for Otho. I really do.
I do too. Whatever it is, it's going to be well balanced between good and evil. Lot of amazing figures and amazing soft goods. I'm down for whatever they're going to show us. But I do have a question for you guys.
Sure.
I posed the question to Jeremy during Mythic conversations and he didn't answer, and that always makes me like, reissues. I love the reissues from the mystery boxes because I'm a newer fan, and that gave me an opportunity to get a lot of the figures that I have on the shelf. Do you think that there will be more reissues on the table and maybe even reissues of figures that they haven't released yet? I mean, in other words, old figures that they're reissuing, like they did with the mystery box.
Like do the mystery boxes again with another group of figures? Is that what you're saying?
I don't.
Maybe for Legion's Con, maybe they have
for
some
Legion's Con
reissues for the table.
They might have figures there.
Because my thought is, what are they going to sell besides the armory? When you go to a con, they've got boxes, they've got reinforcements, and then cosmics. But what else are they selling? A figure obscura, but you would think that this is the grand show of the year. They've got to, wow us with what's on the table. So my thought is that there's going to be something there.
If they did the Valiant Knight, I don't know if that's something that they just did 1 year or like you may see something like that again this year. I don't know. It would be cool, obviously, to.
Yeah.
I mean, my experience when I came in, and I think it was Mark House Seal said, "Did you see the new figure on their table?" And I'm like, "What new figure? Why would there can't be no new figure? How can they do that?" And he like literally took me over there to show me, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" Like it was real secretive. Like I didn't hear about it. All of a sudden, it's like it's on the table.
Yeah,
there.
And this is their anniversary year, so
yeah. So it was a big talk.
No holds barred.
Anything goes.
Yeah, I could totally see them having a whole nother figure. Because let's see, the Valiant Knight is what's his faction? It's Celios.
Does he? I didn't think he had a faction.
Selene.
What's the other one? Celios.
Helios.
Yeah. Now those are basically the two factions they haven't ever shown. I mean, maybe they'll have something from Helios or something.
Yeah, who knows? I think there's more surprises though. I think there's going to be more surprises are coming.
Awesome.
Well, I'm making the call now. They are going to reveal that big dragon. It's the year. It's gonna happen. Yeah. I just don't think it'll go up for pre-order.
Oh, Burger's onto something.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Guys, we are at 2 hours and 30 minutes now. So that is the show, I think.
Before we go, I didn't do something.
Okay.
I forgot to do something, which is Knight, this son of a bitch. Yes. Knight.
Here, Caspar, Scapula, the
you talk about Conan the Barbarian.
Woo!
Shmubba, ba baby is going to get knighted in the Legion's lair tonight.
Yes. I was hoping. I didn't want to ask, but I was hoping that was going to happen. I didn't want to say goodbye without.
Just for not asking. You can't ask. You son of a bitch, but you got to give it. You earn it, baby. You earn it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You play the guitar with it, baby. That's what you do.
Brad, can you throw up our next guest in 2 weeks?
I will, because this person, where is it? Banners, will be on October 8th at 7 o'clock, episode 21. Our guest will be Jackie Jagger.
That is awesome. I cannot wait. Can I just wait here in the back room until she...
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah, I'll just wait back here.
A bundle of joy and energy. And I think that's just
awesome.
what we need to get through this hump before we go to LegionCon and see her and hang out with her. So we will be looking forward to seeing Jackie. And I think Jackie's got a pretty... Jackie actually, I think she will be the second female.
Only the second ever female.
We've had Amber, but Amber was on with Ryan as a couple.
Right.
Right.
But solo female.
It's tough. It's tough. I just did a show with Stacy Lynn that airs next weekend or next Tuesday, and then I got Steph, which was not easy either. Steph is elusive. She's very shy, but we had a great conversation. So, ladies, we got it. Come on to these shows and talk toys. It's okay.
Steph was actually on our show 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah,
she's awesome. Yeah. Okay. But I appreciate you guys. I'm so honored.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Thanks for being on. We appreciate it.
And we'll have to connect. Yeah, maybe you guys have some free time in October. I'd love to have you guys on the show together or, individually. I'd love to talk to you guys.
We should be able to hit it together, I would think.
Yeah, I would love that. Put you guys on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Put you guys on the hot seat.
We'll take it. Bring it. Yes.
Yeah, baby.
That's right. But I'm honored, guys, and I really appreciate it. And thank you to the people that were watching. Thank you so damn much. And I appreciate it. Oh, Curtis coming in at the end.
Hey.
Nah, Jackie, you got it, Jackie. You got it. No problem. Just be yourself. We got two great guys here. Watch out for the hot seat. Just kind of know what you're going to answer. And just be yourself. Just be yourself. You're gonna do great. It's a great show.
All your mythics and all your little dollies and all your little hairs.
I love. She's got to show me. She said something about, because I said, "How do you do the hair on the?" Yeah, she's got these beautiful, or like Jackie. Yeah. Can you do something with mine? Like she said, just braid it. And stick it in there, and I'm like, okay, you already lost me. I don't know how to braid hair. I've got no hair. I don't know how to braid anything.
I know Lauren said, can you come in here and braid my hair, a big French braid? I'm like,
I can't braid anything.
And you got to loop the 3 things.
She needs some Jackie hair in here. So Jackie, you gotta have a tutorial and show me how to do. I'm gonna bring this figure.
Jackie, you just
bring
do
your
a tutorial hair and post on the Cabal. So everyone knows your little secrets.
Yes. I need, because I love her figures. She posts these amazing figures, and they have this beautiful, like this black kind of horse hair, and they look. Yeah, you gotta comb the hair first. I don't have a comb. I've got no comb. I've got no hair. I've got no comb. I don't know how to braid. I'm worthless. I need your help.
Jackie at home like Elvira off of. What is that?
She's got like a My Little Pony brush, probably. That's, she's brushing. I don't even know how to brush hair. I have no idea.
Your hair's Katie. Yeah.
100 brushes, 100 brush strokes. Yeah, I have no idea. But anyways, sorry, it derailed. Love you guys. I appreciate, being on the show. Thank you very much. It was a high honor. And I will look forward to your next episode.
That's right. All right, fellas, everybody, love you. Peace. And
thank you, guys.
2 weeks, babies. Cabal.
Thank you, guys.